Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're breaking down Manchester United's highly anticipated 2026 preseason kickoff. We're going to look at exactly where the club is heading right now by bridging the gap from their unforgettable 2023 United States tour right up to the present moment. The landscape of European football shifts incredibly fast, and tracking a club's preseason evolution tells us a massive amount about their tactical direction, their commercial footprint, and their overall mindset heading into a grueling new campaign. Here is our quick pre-game rundown for today. First, a flashback to the 2023 tour. Then we'll dive into the 2026 kickoff and the new Carrick era. After that, we'll cover squads, stats, and storylines, map out United's full 2026 schedule, and wrap up with your global viewing guide. All right, let's kick things off with a quick flashback to that 2023 United States preseason tour. Picture it, Houston, Texas, under the lights at the absolute colossal NRG Stadium. A major highlight of that summer was a massive clash against European giants Real Madrid for the Soccer Champions Tour. Whenever these two heavyweights meet, even when it's outside of the Champions League, it's a rivalry that just always delivers absolute fireworks. It was a prime example of the massive, glitzy, blockbuster spectacles that really defined United's American expedition that year. But as we all know, preseason is a testing ground above all else, and just a day later on July 26th, a massive curveball hit. A very youthful Manchester United squad suffered a surprise 3-1 defeat to Wrexham over in San Diego. It was a pretty stark reminder that even a club of United's massive stature can be caught off guard when you're testing academy prospects against a highly motivated, upwardly mobile opponent. And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates just how much things change in a few short years. When you compare that 2023 American tour to our current 2026 European kickoff, the shift is wild. We're moving from these huge stadium-filling matchups in Texas, broadcast on ESPN+, to a highly focused, highly tactical kickoff against Wrexham in Finland, broadcast right on the club's own MUTV. It's a completely different environment, and it sets a distinctly different tone for the season ahead. Fast forward to the 2026 kickoff and the dawn of a brand new chapter in Finland, the Carrick era. Mark your calendars for Saturday, July 18th. The 2026-27 preseason campaign officially kicks off with a highly anticipated European rematch against Wrexham. The whistle blows at 1500 UTC, which is 4 p.m. British Summer Time. And look, this isn't just another friendly. It is an immediate opportunity for United to rewrite the narrative from that surprise defeat in San Diego 3 years prior. But here is the absolute biggest storyline. This marks the official beginning of the Carrick era. This is Michael Carrick's very first match taking charge of Manchester United as the new permanent head coach. Because of this massive managerial milestone, the eyes of the entire footballing world are going to be fixed on this game. It's easily one of the most watched fixtures of the entire summer, and you can bet every single tactical tweak and substitution is going to be heavily analyzed. To put the scale of this opening clash into perspective, they aren't playing this on some quiet training pitch. This is going to unfold in front of a massive crowd at the Helsinki Olympic Stadium in Finland, boasting a 32,500 football capacity. It's the first meeting between these two clubs in Europe during this preseason period, and let me tell you, the atmosphere in Helsinki is expected to be absolutely electric. Moving on to squads, stats, and storylines. Let's look at who is in, who is out, and where the momentum really lies. Listen, you absolutely cannot underestimate Wrexham right now. They are riding incredibly high following back-to-back promotions that have landed them squarely in the EFL Championship. That's huge. Plus, they already have a preseason match under their belts, having just played out a goalless draw with a clean sheet against Wisła Krakow earlier this month. They're sharp, they're getting match fit, and they are bringing a serious winning mentality into this fixture. As for United, well, Carrick is missing some serious firepower right out of the gate. Yuri Tielemans is unavailable while he enjoys a post-World Cup holiday. Meanwhile, goalkeeper Carl Darlow, highly rated striker Benjamin Sesko, and midfield engine Manuel Ugarte are all totally ruled out due to injuries or just a lack of match fitness. So Carrick is going to be working with a 25-man squad that really has to blend veteran leadership with eager academy prospects. But here is the silver lining, and it's a big one. Despite those high-profile absences, we are on major debut alert. Fans might just get to witness the very first appearance of new midfielder Andre Santos, completely fresh from his summer transfer window move from Chelsea. How Carrick integrates a dynamic talent like Santos into his new system? Yeah, that's going to be a fascinating storyline to track for the full 90 minutes. Let's zoom out for a second and map out United's full 2026 summer schedule. It is an absolute gauntlet. After this Wrexham match on July 18th, United travels to face Rosenborg on July 24th. Then the intensity spikes dramatically in August. They are facing Spanish heavyweights Atletico Madrid on August 1st, French powerhouse PSG on August 8th, and then a fiercely competitive classic rivalry match against Leeds United on August 12th. Finally, they wrap up this massive campaign against AC Milan on August 15th. I mean, that is a schedule perfectly designed to stress test every single aspect of Carrick's new tactical philosophy. So with a lineup like that, how can you actually watch it? Here is your global viewing guide. If you're tuning in from the UK or Ireland, MUTV is your go-to. If you're watching on traditional TV, it's available on Sky TV channel 418 or Virgin Media channel 526, and both of those will run you £7 a month. If you're more of a streamer and prefer using the MUTV app, Apple TV, or Roku, it's $7.99 a month, or you can actually grab a pretty significant discount with an annual pass for $29.99. Tuning in from somewhere else in the world, you've got plenty of great options. In the US and Canada, you can use the MUTV app, Sports Engine Play, or the Wrexham Match Pass. Across Africa, the MUTV International subscription service has you completely covered. And for fans in Southeast Asia, places like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines, you can catch all the action right on BIN Sports Connect. Or, and I absolutely love this option for the casual viewer or neutral fan, Wrexham is offering a completely unrestricted global single match pass via the Wrexham AFC player. For just $4.99 with zero geographical blackouts, fans literally anywhere have practical, affordable access to watch this highly intriguing opening fixture. So, as we wrap up this explainer, looking at the recent history, the squad rotation, and the massive stakes of this Helsinki kickoff, it all boils down to one simple but provocative question. How quickly will Carrick's side adapt under their brand new manager? They're up against a match-sharp opponent while missing a few of their key players. Are we going to see an immediate tactical revolution, or will there be some growing pains? That unknown factor is exactly what makes this preseason absolutely unmissable. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and enjoy the match.